Ladies, I'm here tonight on the show. And tonight, we are going to talk about everything that went down in college football. I cannot believe it, man. Let's get to the first game first, and that is the first game of the day at 11 o'clock. Michigan versus Ohio State for the first time in 10 years, whatever. Ohio State finally, Jim Harbaugh finally beats Ohio State. Can never beat them. When Aaron Meyer, now finally with Ryan Day, he beats them. Jesus Christ, man, what a game! And I thought Michigan dominated. They punched them right in the mouth in the first quarter, 7-3. And I thought Ohio State was going to, get going here eventually. I think the halftime score was only 14-13. I'm like, Ohio State's going to make some adjustments, and they're gonna come back and win this, man. But Michigan State, man, they just got better, man. They ended up taking a 15-point lead, 28-13. Then there was 35-20. Then, at the end, they tried to come back 35-37, and then 42-27 finally. But Michigan State put them away, man. And for the first time in the Jim Harbaugh era, Michigan beats Ohio State. Jesus Christ, man. What a game, man. CJ Hort, who threw for, 400, 500 yards? He still had a good game. He threw for 394, completed 34, 49 throws, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He didn't really have a bad game. He did have 2 fumbles, but I believe he recovered both of the fumbles. But yeah, I mean, he didn't really have that bad of a game. But CJ Stroud, it was just, I think the offensive line, Michigan's the game was won in the trenches. Michigan defense and offensive line was better tonight. They bullied them. Look at this. Ohio State only ran for 64 yards. Michigan ran for 297. They were literally pushing them off the line of scrimmage. There's a video out there where the defensive lineman from Michigan completely drops the offensive lineman from Ohio State on his ass. And this was the problem in the past, that Michigan State, I keep saying Michigan State, Ohio State just looked bigger and stronger. But I think finally Jim Harbaugh, after years of building this puppy up, he finally recruited the right players, and now they're as big as strong. At times tonight, they look bigger and stronger than Ohio State, and they just bully them up front, both on the offensive line and the defensive line. And that was a big difference, man. Big-ass difference. Like I said, the quarterback wasn't really that bad. No turnovers, 394 yards, 2 touchdowns. The game was won up front. Big boy football tonight by Michigan. Let me read. The leading rusher was what do you think about him? Tavon Henderson with 64 yards. He was the leading rusher. And then receiving, Jackson Smith Nijaba, 11 catches, 127 yards. Let's see here. Garrett Wilson, 10 catches, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. Like I said, the problem tonight was the offensive line and the defensive line from Michigan were just flat out crazy. For quarterbacks tonight, the quarterback played really good. Cade McNamara, I believe his name is, threw 19 throws, completed 159 yards, 0 touchdowns. You can argue the Ohio State quarterback was even better. This game was won up front. They rushed for 297 yards. Hassan Haskins ran for 169. As a team, Ohio State ran for 64 yards, and Hassan Haskins ran for 169 by himself. The running game was a huge difference, man. That was a huge difference tonight. Blake Corman, 87 rushing yards. Jesus Christ, man. This game, like I said, forget about the passing. It was when Michigan State ran the football. I think about it. Michigan ran the football. Ohio State was not able to, and they were not able to stop Michigan. Jesus Christ, man. What a football game. Crunches to Michigan. Jim Harbaugh. And then let's go to the other game. Alabama almost loses to Auburn. I believe this game was 7-0 at halftime. It was only what the fuck fuck is happening right now? It was only 7-0 at half. Was it? Let me see here. And at the halftime, it was only 7-0. I'm like, I'm scratching my head. I don't even have hemorrhoids. I'm like, really? They're losing to a backup quarterback in an unranked Auburn team? But Auburn, anytime, whether they're a good football team or a bad football team, they always give Alabama problems. Even tonight with a fucking backup, they gave them problems. Jesus Christ, man. Bryce Young, let's see here. He 51 throws. 51 throws, completed 25 of those, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. They ran for 71 yards. Brian Robinson Jr. had 171. What's his name? The receiver, John Mechie III, 13 catch, 150 yards. But yeah, man, I cannot believe they had to go to 4 overtimes. And this is what I like about the new rule in college football, where once you get past, to the 3rd overtime, it's no longer, because they put the ball at the 35-yard line, and then they would just keep going until one team didn't score. But now what they do is once they get to that 3rd overtime, they put the ball, I think, like around the 3-yard line, and it's a 2-point conversion. So it becomes like a penalty game, like in soccer. I think that the NFL should do that low key. They should play the 10-minute overtime and then just fucking do two, because it's just one play for the 2-point conversion. They put the ball around the 3-yard line and you only have one play. That's what the NFL should consider instead of doing these fucking draws. They're so fucking stupid. You should just go 10-minute overtime and then just do if nobody scores, just do the 2-minute the 2-point conversion until one of them doesn't get it. That's what they did. Alabama finally, Auburn did not get it, and Alabama did, and Alabama won the damn game 24-22. Like I said, I really like that rule, man. I really do. Like I said, Bryce Young, 217 throws, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He got sacked. Oh, that doesn't know how many times he got sacked. But yeah, man, this was a good game. The backup, TJ Finley, I believe his name is, from Auburn, the backup, because Bo Nixon is hurt with a sprained ankle, I believe, or a broken ankle. 26 throws, completed 17, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think he was playing hurt at the end there. He seemed like he was playing hurt. He was limping a little bit. I don't think they wanted to go through that 3rd-string quarterback. Jesus Christ. They ran for only 22. They ran for 63 yards. Tank Bigsby led the way with 163 yards. The receiving, nobody really had a good game receiving other than maybe Javari Johnson, 4 catches. But yeah, man. Maybe if Bo Nixon would have been the quarterback, maybe they win this game. If Bo Nix would have been the quarterback. But yeah, man, fucking Tim Finley, man. TJ Finley, I beg your pardon. Too green for this game, man. Too green. Too damn green. And then we go to the final game I watched, and that was Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. Jesus Christ, man. This game, everybody kept making mistakes, man. Everybody was just making mistakes left and right. There was a safety. Oklahoma State they had a safety. Both teams muffed the damn punt, and that put both teams in excellent field positions to get a touchdown. It was a kind of a sloppy game. And that's how basically the game ended. Oklahoma at the end there muffed the punt, and that set up Oklahoma perfectly to score and win the game 37-33. Caleb Williams at the end there, he had that big ass run, and then after that, I thought the last 4 downs, the 4 plays, he just was trying to score. I'm like, you're at the 30-yard line, get another first down. You had like 7 more seconds left. If you would have got on 3rd down, I thought he could have taken off and gotten the first down. Instead, right before he's going to cross the line of scrimmage, he throws it and it's incomplete. He was thinking too many big picture, but the kid's young. I think he's like 18, 19 years old. He should have ran for that first down. You have like 7 seconds left at the 4th down. You would have had another play. And it would have been closer to try to get a touchdown because you would have been around, like, you were at the 35. You would have gotten to like the 25. But after he had that big run, he was thinking too much of a big picture, and he kind of fucked it up at the end. But good game for the kid. He's young. 39 throws, completes 20 of them, 252 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. They ran for 189 yards as a team. Kennedy Brooks, 139 yards. Kennedy Brooks is a monster, man. He's gonna be a problem in the NFL. But yeah, man. Let me look at the Oklahoma State real quick. What the fuck is happening right now? The quarterback, Spencer Sanders, 30 throws, completed 19, 214 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. They ran for 140 yards. Spencer Sanders, actually, the quarterback, led the way with 93 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. And then, the receiver, what the fuck is happening right now? Where they get bad of them? Trey Martin, 7 catches, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. But look, I think too many mistakes in this game. The muff punts by both teams, the safety by Oklahoma State. It was almost like they were both like hot potato. You want it? No, I don't want it. You want it? Too many mistakes in this ball game, I thought. And at the end, like I said, Sel Williams had a chance to win the damn game for Oklahoma, and I think he's just too green, thinking too much big picture, trying to get that touchdown. And I mean, I don't know, whatever. But Oklahoma, man, they look like they had a chance to possibly win a national championship this year, go to the playoffs, but losing 2 games here at the end there, they're probably not going to make it anymore. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Next week, we got all the conference championship games. Alabama's probably going to lose to Georgia. They lost to Texas A&M. They barely beat Florida. They barely beat Auburn. I don't see them beating Georgia next week. So I don't think Alabama might not make it. We'll see what happens. Notre Dame won again. Let's see what happens. Ohio State might be out now. So Michigan might get in for the first time with Jim Harbaugh. Michigan might get into playoffs. It's going to be a big clusterfuck. But yeah, man. I mean, Georgia won today, obviously 45-0 versus Georgia Tech. But yeah, man, we're gonna see what we're gonna see what the hell happens. How they'll rank the teams this week, and then the next week, the final week, and then we'll see what the hell happens. But I think Michigan's gonna get in, and Alabama might not. I don't know. Clemson's not gonna go nowhere this year. Ohio State might not get in, and neither might Alabama. Jesus Christ! Oh my Lord! It's gonna be possibly Georgia, Cincinnati, Michigan. And either Alabama or Notre Dame probably. It's gonna if Alabama gets run over by Georgia, they're probably gonna give it to Notre Dame. But if Alabama loses a close game to Georgia, they're probably gonna give it to Alabama, because I think Alabama can have a more competitive game in the playoffs. Notre Dame always gets fucking their ass whipped in the damn playoff game. So I think as long as Alabama plays a competitive game with Georgia next week, even if they lose, they're probably gonna get in. Cincinnati's probably going to get in. Ohio State, obviously. I think Georgia's going to get in. Michigan's probably going to get in. I think Michigan has to play the Big Ten championship next week. But yeah, a lot of stuff can still happen. Michigan has to play another game. Obviously, Georgia and Alabama have to play. We'll see what the hell happens. But it's very possible, especially if Alabama gets destroyed or loses like maybe 10, 15 points to Georgia. Maybe they don't get in. Ohio State might not get in. Clemson's for sure not getting in. It's gonna be the top 4 is gonna be looking very different come December or the January. Whenever how these ranks, the final ranks are done. Yeah, December. Jesus Christ, we'll see what the hell happens. But until next time, why don't you just holla at your boy? The fuck is happening right now?